Hello and welcome. If you're here, you're probably excited to start sewing, but also maybe a little overwhelmed trying to figure out which sewing machine to choose. I get asked this question a lot. So today we're going to break down all the different components and choices and try to choose the right sewing machine for you. And I get it. There are so many options, but here's the good news. You don't need the most expensive or complicated machine to get started. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to look for in a beginning sewing machine so you can feel confident in your choice. Don't forget to grab the printable with all the sewing machine options that I'm going to go over just to use as a reference. Before we dive into a specific machine, I want you to know this. This is very, very important. Every sewing machine is a little different, but the basics are the same. So once you learn on one machine, you'll be able to use almost any machine moving forward, every sewing machine. They thread exactly the same. They all work the same, basically. Before you purchase a machine, there is some questions you need to ask yourself. Here's the first one. How often do you plan on sewing? If it's just occasionally, I wouldn't invest a lot of money right away. I would get to know the machine and choose a less expensive option. It depends on what you want to make. Is it clothes? Is it baby items, quilts? Different projects can require different features. So if you have specific questions, just ask me. Do you have space limitations? The good news is most regular home sewing machines are small. They're similar in size. But some of them, the more expensive machines, are heavy, bulkier. They take up a lot of space. So you want to consider your space limitations. So once you figure out those questions, you can use my guide to make a decision. My focus is on making baby items and children items, and my recommendations are around these type of projects and which ones will give you the best results to make these specific items. The next thing you need to consider is if you want a manual or a computerized sewing machine. Manual machines are usually more affordable. They have knobs and levers to control everything. The computerized machines, on the other hand, have more built-in stitch options and are a little more automated. For beginners, I typically recommend a computerized machine if it fits in your budget, just because it gives you more flexibility as you grow as a sewist. But don't worry, if you choose a manual machine, you can absolutely still learn and create beautiful things. So there are some must-have features, non-negotiable, that your sewing machine must have if you are going to learn to sew and get a good machine. At the minimum, you should have an adjustable stitch length, non-negotiable, stitch width, adjustable. The buttonhole function should be easy to use. It should not be something that you have to set up manually. It should be an automatic buttonhole. The ability to move the needle position from left to right is really important. And basic stitches. A straight stitch, of course, every machine is going to do a straight stitch. It's not a sewing machine if it can't do a straight stitch. A zigzag, a stretch stitch is nice, but an overlock stitch is super important. So these features will allow you to complete any beginner project and almost all complicated projects. The essential presser feet that should come with the machine that are super important, your basic foot comes with everything. A zipper foot, your buttonhole foot for sure. A blind hem foot should come with it, and it's really important that you have this. And an overlock foot, because the overlock foot is the only foot you can use to do that overlock stitch really well. So those are 5 feet that every standard machine that I recommend comes with, and it really, really is helpful. It makes your sewing so much easier and look more professional. Some nice little extras that I like, a needle threader. That's really nice to have. A built-in thread cutter on your machine, really great. A presser foot adjustment, if that's kind of a nicety, but it's nice to have. And a back stitch function where it stitches in place. Those are all really nice. So if you're still not sure where to start, I've included a few beginner-friendly machine recommendations for you, and I'll go over them right now.
My overall top sewing machine choice is the Brother CS7205. Why this machine is my top choice is because it has all the key features that I talked about earlier in the video, plus it has all the extras and a few bonuses. The extra wide table base is really nice. It also comes with a 1/4 inch presser foot, which is great for quilting. If you click the link in the description of this video, there's a great video on Amazon's website showing all the key features and benefits of this specific machine, and I highly recommend checking it out. This machine retails typically between $250 and $300, but the best time to buy this sewing machine is on Black Friday. On Black Friday, I have seen this machine sell for around $170, which is a steal. The next sewing machine that I want to talk about is the most budget-friendly option, and that's the Brother XM2701. This machine has all the key features that we talked about, plus some of the extras. It has a needle cutter and a needle threader, which is really nice. This machine is a great starter machine. I recommended this machine for kids that are learning to sew. Anyone that's around 10 and up, it's very user friendly. It's a manual machine, it's not computerized, so there's less confusion sometimes when starting, and it's a great price. It usually retails for about $150. So it's a really great machine, and it goes on sale the same time, and usually at Black Friday. But this is an overall great choice. If you're on a budget, this would be the machine that I would choose.
So at the end of the day, the best sewing machine is the one that helps you get started. Don't overthink it. You can always upgrade later. In the next video, I'll show you how to do a step-by-step setup so you can start sewing your very first project. I'm so excited. Let's get started.